Hi-ho, everyone, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi, Turwinkle.
Hello.
Are you all set for tonight?
Indubitably.
Well, great, because as you can see, we're back in Darnassus, and we're going to be interviewing the guild, the Way of Tushui. And so, without further ado, let us go find this wonderful guild. As you recall, this guild put on the Dragon Song Story Circle, and we had such a fun time there that we would like to get to know a little bit more about them. So let's go find them, shall we? And get to know them. All right, well, as we come up the stairs here, we're in the watchtower, and we have found them. And boy, look at this group. They look wonderful. We have the Way of Tushui here. Well, hello, sir.
Howdy, how are you today?
Excellent. I see you've brought a wonderful crowd of folks with you here tonight.
Yes, we have a wonderful assortment of our great players, aspirants to Zen Masters all over here.
Oh, great. So, folks, we have the leader here, and this is Shandu Ulfenganger. Is that correct, Ulfenganger?
Ulfganger.
Ulfganger. Okay. Oh, and I'm putting an extra ooh in there. Okay, so he is
It's okay.
the Shandu Elder Grandpa. His nickname is Ulf, Shandu, or Grandpa. Zen Master of the Way of Tushui. And level 90 Kaldori Worgen Druid. And currently his art is back. What is your art is back,
Yes,
sir?
I just got I had some art done for my character and it was gone from my profile for a while because I had it wiped. So I put that back in the profile.
Oh, well, awesome. And I notice you're a Kaldori Worgen. Do you usually stay in the Worgen form?
Yes, absolutely. Because otherwise it would be human form, which would not fit. So
Oh, that makes
basically, in
sense.
character, he has absolutely no other form. It was lost to him.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, and that's great. I can't wait to do our one-on-one with you and find out more about that. That sounds very interesting. All right, well let's go ahead and meet who you brought with you today. And so let us come down here,
Absolutely.
and we'll start down here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start on the left here and see who you brought with you here today. So who's the first person here?
We have Avinash Iceblight, the Fallen Vindicator. She's a level 68 Draenei Death Knight and an aspirant of the Way of Tushui, and currently she's looking bruised and slightly burnt.
Oh
And
gosh.
I do not
Okay.
know why.
Okay. Oh man. Hopefully she's feeling better tonight. Okay. So the next person.
We have Pedra. She's the Mist Seamstress, Chi Teacher, Tea, Brew, and Noodle Merchant. She's a disciple of the Way of Tushui, a level 90 Wanderpaw Monk, and Icily, she's a panda with a flat belly and curved tips. Don't hate.
Okay, so she's not roly-poly. She's a little different with her RP with it, so that's wonderful. Okay. Next.
Next we have Tayun Jadestorm, nicknamed Tai, an aspirant of the Way of Tushui, a level 90 Pandaran Shaman, just about back to her normal self again, which is wonderful.
Okay. Do you know anything about that?
I believe she had a run-in with a Shaw of Doubt.
Oh. Okay. Well, great. I'm glad she's got her confidence back. Excellent. Alrighty. Next.
Next we have She's a Moon Whisper, the Harvest Witch, Druid of the Talon. She's currently a hiatus. She's just waiting for an interview, but she was a member back in the day. She's a level 86 Gilnean Human Druid, smiling brightly and once again seeking meat buns.
She's sneaking meat puns. Okay, nice. And nickname Babbles.
Yeah, sneaking.
I love that.
Yes.
All right. Well, hopefully interview goes well. Alrighty.
Okay.
Next.
Next we have Sarah Less, engineer and bodyguard, an aspirant of the Way of Tushui. He's level 89 Draenei Death Knight, and his currently is vigilant.
Oh, excellent. Nice to meet you, sir.
Okay. Next we have Ailu Flame Feather, nicknamed Old Man. He's a disciple of the Way of Tushui. He's a level 90 mainland Pandaren monk, smiling and in a generally jovial mood. And it says something about his scarf.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah, he definitely has an older look about him, so nice.
Okay, next we have Solion Shadowheart, the Striking Cobra, Angler, and Engineer. He's a master of the Way of Tushui, which means he is one of our officers. He's a level 90 human Death Knight, and he has a small mechanical construct tugging his leg.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
Okay, up next we have Nora Quakefist, who is a Zen master of the Way of Tushui, which means she's my right-hand woman, the explorer, farmer, and master. She's a level 90 Pandaren monk, and she's upset because of current war events and recovering.
Alrighty, and as you folks remember, in our last episode with these folks, Nora was wonderfully there with us, helping to answer some questions about the Dragon Song Circle. So wonderful! It's good to see her again. Alrighty, next.
Next we have Ambassador Jekt, an ex-Scourge Lord. His nickname is Sir Jekt. He's a master of the Way of Tushui. He's a level 90 human Death Knight, and he's currently training.
Oh, excellent! He has wonderful armor set there. That's really neat looking. I like that a lot.
Yes, very impressive.
Yeah, guy. Alrighty, next.
Okay. We have Arendal the Patient, Anchorite and Arendal Light Speaker. He's an Anchorite of the Naru, a Voice of the Light, Teacher of the Cathedral. He's a Path Seeker of the Way of Tushui, which means that he is in transition to a rank above where he was before, just coming back from a journey. He's a level 66 Draenei Priest, and he recently returned from his Path Seeker.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Next.
We have Court Conjurer Clarice Clairview. Claveru. That's an interesting name.
What?
She's a new person to our way. She's a pilgrim, and she's a half Queldore mage.
Wow.
Delving into the Pandaren philosophy of the Tushui.
Okay, great. I love the RP there. Wonderful. And next.
And finally, we have Master Ryochi Riverpaw, Master Monk, Guardian of Pandaria, former Shadowpan trainer. He's a Song Seeker in the Way of Tushui, which is a weekly rank for our members who are very active. He's a level 90 mainland Pandaren monk, currently at peace with himself and traveling with his little hatchling there, Shenzu.
Well, wonderful. That is a great group of folks there, and it's wonderful to meet all of you. And folks, when we come back, we're going to learn about the Way of Tushui. So we'll be back in just... All right, we're back. So the first question we usually ask here is, how did you come up with the name the Way of Tushui? And again, folks, it is pronounced both ways, Tushui or Tushui. So how did you come up with that name? Did you get it out of a book? Is it maybe part of lore? How did you come up with that name, sir?
The original name was created by our founding master Songmei, who no longer plays WoW. It comes from the Tushui Pandaren, who are the Alliance side Pandaren faction, and I believe it is actually Chinese in origin, meaning earth and water, and that is the origin of that in real life, and it applies to the principles of Tushui in lore and WoW as well.
Oh, wonderful. So you've taken an actual Chinese term and something that WoW has used and formed it around, actually formed your guild around that name then.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, great. So your guild, is it a heavy RP guild, light, medium? What would you classify it?
I would say we are very much a heavy roleplay guild. We do have casual players, we have normal players, but most of our players are full-time people who do mostly roleplay. We do have dungeon people, we do have leveling people, but most of them are really interested in character and development.
Oh, wonderful. So Ulf, what is your guild's main concept then? What is your guild's RP formed around?
Well, I believe Jack here can answer that perfectly. Go ahead,
Okay.
Jack.
Thank you kindly, Yoff. Well, we're based on discipline, self-betterment, and seeking enlightenment. We really help others define their path in life through shared experiences.
Oh, okay. So you said that there was someone that actually founded the guild and he's moved on from the game. Uh, is that how he had started the guild? Was just kind of did he start it with the the Mist of Pandaria expansion? Is that when he started the guild, or did he start it before WoW came up with the whole Asian theme to WoW?
Songmei started the guild just as Mists of Pandaria had come out, and the guild started basically as the Tushui Pandaren. In game, the faction Tushui Pandaren are the monk trainers, and we were basically just a monk Pandaren-based guild. But as things went on, Songmei had other people interested, she opened it up to opportunities. I was one of the first non-Pandaren members, and I was the one that proposed that we look deeper at what we stood for and what we were seeking. And I thought, well, we want others to seek enlightenment. That's what any monastic guild would do, and that's what we focused on. We were based on being in the monastery, teaching others, sharing beliefs, but also respecting others' beliefs, which is what the Tushui seemed to me when I read about it in the lore.
Okay, well, wonderful. Excellent. So when we come back, folks, we'll talk a little bit more about that philosophy. So we'll be right back with those questions. All right, and we're back. So, sir, uh, how many of you have found that because of the guild, the Way of Tushui, that you've found that you've actually either before or after joining the guild have received an interest in the actual Way of Tushui, in the real life Way of Tushui?
Well, as I understand, there is different philosophies in Chinese culture that I've always been fascinated with. I always enjoyed Eastern cultures and philosophies, and this really is a great take on some of them, of the Feng Shui, Kung Fu sort of philosophy, even Zen in a sense. For me, I always enjoyed those things, and it's really fascinating how the Blizzard folks interpreted it in the game. It's basically in Tushui way, look before you leap, which is it's a great action to think about. You want to think about your words or your actions before you do them, and I always think of that in my real life as well. I know several of my other members also have an interest with the Way of Tushui here and how it relates to why they joined.
Okay, so Nora unfortunately doesn't have Vent, so if you wouldn't mind reading her answer there, that would be great.
She said, "From my time with the Tushui, I've come to learn so much about it. I always loved Pandaria and loved the way Pandaren live, enjoying life to its fullest, and savoring each moment as if it were food. The aspect of enlightenment and teaching others to live in harmony with their friends and surroundings. I really like it. I've never been particularly interested in a guild with warfare or guilds based on military type groups. The Tushui is an excellent change for me because we focus so much on friendship and happiness, and it's most enjoyable."
Wonderful answer. I love that. And we have Aluo here. Did I pronounce that correctly, sir?
It's Ailuo, so
Okay.
close enough, no problem.
Sure. And so what would your answer in this be?
Well, I was drawn to the Way of the Tushui, kind of by accident, but I fell in pretty well, I think, because I come from a more Eastern philosophy background. I'm used to be technically a practicing Shinto, and I've studied Zen Buddhism, so it went really well in with that because I believe the quote for Tushui is, "Discipline is not a battle that is, or is not a war that is won, but a battle fought constantly." Very similar to the Buddhist teaching of enlightenment is not a destination, but a path forever walked.
Well, wonderful. So, can you use then your real life experiences with those philosophies to help your RP?
I've been trying to when the opportunity presents itself. Hopefully it translates a little bit from time to time.
Oh, well, wonderful. Excellent answer, guys. Thank you very much. And folks, we'll come back with some more questions about the Way of Tushui. And we're back. So, Ulf, how many people are in your guild at the moment?
At the moment we have 57 members, but the way I always apply is that about half of that are very active, and from there about half of that can be online at any given time. But we don't mind that. We don't want to be too small or too large. I always thought that a guild of more than 80 people would be too difficult for me to know everyone. I want to feel like I have real friends and family that I can pay attention to, that I can get to know, to help them develop. I've been in so many guilds in the past where they were nice, but they were so huge that I didn't know anyone.
I see. So, are you going to limit the amount of people within the guild?
That's something we've discussed. I personally think that we shouldn't go any more than 60 people in terms of people that we really know, but we could go beyond that into 70, even 80, and then from there into alts, because I'd rather know everyone. I'd rather not come on and go, who is this, who is that, because I'm not on all the time. My hours have switched dramatically in the last 6 months, and I want to know who my friends are and who my guildmates are, and if someone leaves because they didn't feel like they were, getting the attention that they needed, then I feel that that's my responsibility and my fault, and it is.
Alrighty. And so, how many people have? Well, I guess I should say, do you limit the number of alts that a player can have within the guild then?
Yes, we just expanded that. You're allowed 1 main and 2 alts, although we may expand that to 3, but they have to be active and they have to be roleplay alts. It's not leveling, it's not bank alts. It is active characters who are going to construct their path in the guild. The only exception to that rule is longer term players who applied under a different system with Songmei. Those ones were allowed to have bank alts because they were helping to build the guild, and they still continue to do so.
Well, sure. Well, great. Alrighty, folks. Well, when we come back, we'll ask a little bit more about what it takes to get in to the Way of Tushui. So we'll be right. And we're back. So, Ulf, I am a new player, and I would like to join your guild. Who do I talk to?
Well, you could talk to anyone in the guild to refer you, but you can specifically talk to myself, to Nora, to Jekt, to anyone of master rank in the guild, but anyone here would be happy to tell you anything about the guild. When it comes down to it, you can go to our website, tushui.shivter.com. You can look over our website and apply through there, or you can apply in person. We usually set that up in out of character. We talk to you, we approach you in roleplay, and then after that, if we feel that you're a good fit, we'll ask you a couple of out of character questions, and we'll get you right in.
Alrighty. Do you guys do an in-character interview as well?
The beginning starts basically as an in-character interview. We talk to you, find out who you are, what you're looking for, but we don't have any real official in-character interview. We might say, I'm Shando Ulfganger, Zen Master of the Way of Tushui, but other than that, we'd only talk a little bit about the guild, but we're mostly focused on yourself. We might relate certain philosophies, who founded us, what we stand for, but we try and match that into what the player is looking for as well.
Oh, well, excellent. That sounds wonderful. So, I guess, what are your requirements for a person? What are you looking for in people that come to interview with you folks?
We're looking for, first of all, we don't take really low players unless they're already in the guild, like as alts. We want people to be at least level 12 or even level 20 before they join. We want them to be at least a normal or casual role player. Um, Ideally, a full-time role player with a good profile. The first thing I look for is your profile. Is it clean? Is it concise? Does it have the lore correctly? Is it witty? And I don't look. I'm not a staunch, you know, lore fanatic. I'm not gonna say, oh, you can't be a half Queldori because they don't exist. You can't be a Caldori Worgen. No, as you can see from my character, I'm very broad in my perspective. I will take any idea and talk to you about it. If it's a little too wild out there, if you're the son of Arthas and Deathwing, then no, I'm not going to do that. But I might
Right.
talk to you and explain, no, you can't do that, but why don't you try this other thing? And if the player absolutely won't do that, then no. We look for how people answer our questions. We do have questions that we ask in character about the player, about their origins, and out of character. We have basically a Kobayashi Maru kind of a question where you have a no-win scenario and we ask you how to answer that, and depending on your answer you may not be a fit for the Tushui, because we look for a certain kind of player that will answer that question in the look before you leap sort of philosophy.
Oh, okay. Well, wonderful. Well, excellent. So, folks, when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about what happens when you're in the guild, and we'll talk a little bit about their rank structure as well. So we'll be right back with those questions. Okay, so I have passed the Kobayashi Maru question. I'm now in the guild. So, what is I guess, the guild rules? What rules do you have within your guild?
First and foremost is no foul language, and secondly, we do not troll. We do not look for trouble. We do not look for drama. That's basically it. We want you to have fun, to expand your horizons, but we don't want you to be out there going, hey noob, that isn't the right thing. No, we want you in character and out of character to be learning, to help others to learn. This is a learning experience. We think of ourselves as teachers, as philosophers, as explorers. We seek the shore that you can't exactly reach, but you hope you can, the distant horizon, and that's what we look for. We look for players that are searching for that. They are searching for evolution, for enlightenment. You can expect to join in on activities. Nora has a cooking class. Pedra over there has a chi class. We offer classes in the guild to learn about Pandoran philosophies, about martial arts. I have a class on Tushui principles and philosophies, so that those who are new or those who are old can renew themselves in the understandings of Tushui and of Eastern philosophies as the guild and as I understand them through the guild's perspective. We also have wonderful events. Weekly we have a battling event, a pet battling event, also put on by Nora. Very neat. We would love to see that expanded. Our two largest events are the Friday sparring ring, the Ox Ring Sparring, which is in Stormwind, usually about 5 o'clock p.m. And that's where players can get together for honorable combat. We use dueling, and we have people pair off in a championship match, and whoever wins a belt. It's a really wonderful way to get together, to challenge each other, and to have a little fun while dueling in a manner that doesn't kill people. No one comes out dead or maimed. We have healers there, and we're really friendly.
Right. Well, wonderful. So, what are the ranks? So, I'm in your guild. Is there a probationary period?
Yes, we do have ranks. We have, basically we start you off as a pilgrim. That is the starting rank, and it moves up depending on how long you're in. But basically you have a 2-week grace period of being online, and then you're promoted automatically to aspirant if you've been in the guild for 2 weeks straight and you've gone to at least 3 events per week, including the other event I didn't mention, the Dragon Song Story Circle, which you came on to see on Saturday.
Sure, and that was wonderful. A wonderful event, and we had a great time going to that. So, okay, so you start out as a pilgrim, and then where do you go from there?
When you start off as a pilgrim, you then go to aspirant, and then we have a weekly rank, which is song seeker, which is in honor of Songmei, and that's for people that are very active, that are getting involved, that take the time to host our two main events, the story circle and the sparring ring, and to come to other events as well. And that lasts for a week, and it gives them other privileges. From there, we look at who's been the most active, and then we send you off to a path seeker. And the path seeker is an intermittent rank that people will go to. They'll go on like a vision quest, and when they come back as a disciple. And eventually, if they are very, very active and have been in the guild a long time, we'll send them on another path seeker if they look like they're officer material to become a master, or even the Tushui elder, which is basically our out of character officer rank. They're in character, but they're not officially a master officer rank.
Well, wonderful. I love how organized your guild is and the rank structure that you guys have set up. It seems very, in a way, organic in growth, and so you're able to kind of grow naturally within the guild. It sounds like, and I love your promotion, the way that you're able to kind of go on, like I said, on your own path and find your way kind of to a leadership role in that way. So that's wonderful.
Yes, we'd like everyone to have an opportunity to work their way up. Ultimately, we want you to start from your basest point and become exactly what you want to be. We want you to achieve what you want out of that character. We want you to get the dream that you have for that creation, because it is your deal. I may be the guild leader, but ultimately I am nothing without all these people standing behind me and all the ones that aren't here. A guild is nothing without good members who are active and who are involved.
Well, wonderful. Folks, we'll be right back and we'll find out where the Way of Tushui is currently in their storyline. And we'll also get to talk a little bit to each of the members and find out what they enjoy about being in the guild. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, and we're back. So, where are you guys currently in your storyline as a guild? What are you folks doing?
We don't have a very specific storyline. Again, we're very fluid with our characters. We usually follow what our members are doing. So if someone is on the Path Seeker, that's their story. If they're going to help another guild, that's their story. The things that we do together as a guild, maybe like a raid in character or whatever, we just do those on the cuff. We don't have a specific, on this day the Tushui guild was held captive by this other guild. We just go with the flow. And if we do have a major storyline to come up, that's something that we talk about as officers, but as of yet, we really haven't had humongous storylines in the guild.
Oh, okay. So, is there somebody on a Path Seeker, I guess, mission, as it were, at the moment?
Yes, Aaron Dahl behind me just came back, and he's one of the people. We have also had several others here who are of disciple rank and above who have gone on different Path Seekers. And what a Path Seeker is basically I look at the map and I look at the character and I think, okay, what will challenge the character? This is meant to challenge them physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. The Path Seeker is meant to break them down, to put them to their basic needs, and then to build them back up to their best potential, to rebuild them in that way. And at the very end, they have a vision, which is something Songmei began, where I or one of the officers will visit them, recuperate them, talk to them about what they've experienced, and then it is ultimately up to the character what they want out of that whole event. And even the Path Seeker itself, I may point you in that direction, but it is up to the member to decide what happens there. Are they attacked? Do they lose their supplies? Do they get lost? It is very fluid in that way. It is up to them to discover what they want about themselves and to build themselves up, and then they return to the guild renewed with that purpose, and we let them speak about that experience at the story circle or at meetings,
Oh,
so
wow.
that others can hear it. And we also have them post it in the website. We have a specific forum for these events.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent. What we're going to do now, and when we come back, folks, is we're going to talk to a few of these folks and find out what they enjoy about being in the Way of Tushui. So wonderful. We'll be right back with those talks. All right, folks. Well, up first we have Court Conjurer Clarice. Is it Chavreau? Chavreau?
Yep, Chavreau.
All right, excellent. Nicknamed Clarue. Frost Fingers. Oh, a Frost Mage.
Yep.
Yay! Just like Turwinkle. Excellent. And so the question is, what do you enjoy about being in the Way of Tushui?
It's kind of tough to answer because I've only been here since Friday night because I attended the Oxring sparring event and I felt it was really well put together and handled. So I talked to Ryochi about joining. He directed me to the website and I just fell in love with like the whole philosophy of the guild. It speaks to me and it fits my character, so I pretty much just had to be here. And so far I've attended the oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay, I thought I heard you. I attended the Dragon Song event yesterday, and I didn't have a story, but everybody else had so many differing tales, and I'm like, wow, this is an amazing way to get the community together, and I haven't seen something like this in such a long time. I have huge standards for RP, and these guys just like totally meet it head on. So I hope with the coming months that I will just like love being here. I've only been here for 2 days, and I feel like I'm family already.
Well, excellent. Wonderful answer. Thank you so much. All right, folks. Well, we have Avinash Iceblight here with us. And so, Avi, Ash, what do you enjoy? What do you enjoy about being in the Way of Tushui?
I really enjoy the people. The people are very nice here, and that it has, as Nora had previously stated, it is very peace sort of oriented. You know, it doesn't really focus on the wars. It focuses more on the peace and like the Pandaren lifestyle and all of that. I really enjoy that. It's really nice.
Oh, that's wonderful. And currently you're looking bruised and slightly burnt. What happened?
Oh, well, that's kind of a long story. Basically, Avi, she was trying to be nice to a Scarlet Paladin, and apparently she didn't really like it that much. So
Oh, no.
she was trying to talk it. Yeah, she was trying to talk it out, and the Paladin attacked her.
Oh,
And
gosh.
Avi sort of let her do that, and she was burnt really badly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, thank you very much. A wonderful answer from Avinash, folks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is Alua Flamefeather, or the Old Man. Sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Way of Tushui?
What do I enjoy? Well, first and foremost, the people. It's actually really nice, has a really good feel to it. Everybody is very friendly. Never far from anybody having kind words or, being able to cheer you up if you need it. I mean, I've been in WoW for off and on since forever, and large guilds, you get lost in the crowd. Small guilds, not enough people around. Tushui is really, they're dedicated, and that's something that is unbelievably appreciable.
Oh, wonderful. Great answer, sir. Thank you very much. All right, next we have Arendal Lightspeaker. And sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Way of Tushui?
Well, as Iluo said, it's mainly the people. They're really awesome and they're really funny, especially Jack's little box thing. Um, a lot of the events we have are really awesome. The story circle allows us to develop more into our character. Um, the sparring ring we have, um, the last time I went there, I kind of got my butt handed to me by Pi.
Okay.
Was not fun.
Alrighty.
But that allows us to build up our like RP fighting skills, I suppose.
Sure.
And then we have a lot of other little events, like Pedro has her chi class and Nora has her cooking class, and those are all really fun to watch and attend to.
Well, excellent. So one of the things you enjoy really is a lot of guild activities that go on throughout the week, and so that keeps you involved within the guild then, eh?
Definitely.
Well, wonderful. Excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Well, we have Jet Darkheart here with us. And, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Way of Tushui?
Well, what I really like, what I really enjoy is the guild is very nice, very kind, respectful towards players in character and out of character, especially between Death Knights with their lore. You know, it's like a family, like we all say. It's wonderful to be in the group, you know, and I love it. And every single day I come on and I really enjoy it. It's you know, one of the greatest things ever in games. You know, I love the events that we have, the storytelling, the sparring, the pet battle, cooking. You know, everything's really interesting. Even though Jet really can't do much of those, he really enjoys watching and really enjoys watching others have fun. He's like an uncle to everyone. You know, a father figure.
Okay, well, wonderful. Excellent, sir. Thank you very much.
You are most welcome, sir.
All right, folks. Well, we have the guild leader himself here, Ulf. And Ulf, your question is kind of different in that we ask you, what do you enjoy about leading the guild, the Way of Tushui?
The one thing I love above all other things is meeting new people and seeing the people I know. You know, real life can get to you sometimes, and it's really nice to look forward to seeing friendly faces every day and getting to know people. I mean, they may be faces that we don't always see, but I see these people grow. I've seen each one of these people, even the new ones, grow bit by bit over the time I've led this guild. And I've been so fortunate to have all of their support and to have the support of Wormrest in general. This guild would not be here without everyone here. And I would be nothing. I would just be a wandering person having quit WoW almost a year ago when I left another guild. So this guild really was a godsend for me as a player and as a person because it's something I can enjoy doing.
Well, wonderful, sir. And I've said it time and time again that a guild is only as good as its guild leader. And from what I've seen here tonight and from what I've heard from your people that are in your guild is that you have done a wonderful job not only leading this guild but taking it to where these folks want to go. And so excellent job to you, sir. And I think really ultimately how happy the people are in it really comes back to you and your leadership. So well done.
Thank you. I always appreciate feedback from anyone regarding how I run things and how things can be improved.
Well, excellent answer, sir. So folks, when we come back, we will get some final thoughts on the Way of Tushui. And we're back. And so, Ulf, is there anything that you would like to add that maybe we haven't covered about the Way of Tushui?
Absolutely. If you're interested in joining our guild, we would love to have you. If you're on the fence, come and roleplay with us. Join us at any of our events. We love people both in our guild and outside of our guild. Anyone can come and join us for any event, for Dragon Song, for sparring. We just want you to have fun, to grow as a person, and to enjoy the game to the best of your abilities.
Well, wonderful answer, sir. You know, I have really enjoyed learning about your guild and the unique RP that you guys have, and that, again, you're seeking for a more peaceful game experience. You're not out there looking for fights and whatnot, and you have a different philosophy about you, a very Eastern feel to your guild, and really, I think it's a great RP idea and a great RP guild. You guys are wonderful, and I've really enjoyed talking with you folks and about your guild tonight. So wonderful job. So folks, when we come back, it seems that these folks have a gift for Turwinkle, and Turwinkle's been excited and waiting all night to see what they have got for him. So when we come back, we will see what that is. All right, and we are back here. So folks, again, thank you so much for being so kind and patient tonight to answer all of Turwinkle's pestering questions. You've all been wonderful. And again, we have just thoroughly enjoyed our time here tonight.
Well, we thank you so much for coming, and we wanted to leave you with something that could travel with you on your journeys through Azeroth and to meet others. And we know that you have your trusty water elemental George.
Oh, yes.
So we thought, well, why don't we give him a Pandoran George? So we would like to give you this.
Okay. Oh, wonderful.
Very playful.
Okay,
They
let me
love
go
to
ahead
play.
and let me go ahead and get this out here. And I'll pull him up. Let me get Turwinkle up here.
Fantastic! Yes, that is great!
Let me find the journal here and pull him down the list here. I'll find him. Where are you at? There we go. And oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Hooray! Fantastic!
We hope you enjoy it.
Oh, well, thank you
They're very wonderful, and I love
yes.
this design.
Yes, thank you so much. We'll definitely have to definitely have to use him in some of the adventures there. So wonderful. Thank you so very much. You folks certainly didn't have to do that, but we will definitely give him a good home. And again, it has been a wonderful time with you folks tonight. And we certainly look forward to seeing more of you in the future, and possibly getting to go to Nora's cooking class and maybe attending a sparring event down the line, and of course going back to the Dragon Song Story Circle in the future. So thank you so much, folks, and again, we look forward to seeing you all again. Well, folks, we will see Turwinkle back in the hinterlands, where he'll give his final thoughts on the Way of Tushui. And we're back in the hinterlands, and boy, Turwinkle, what a fantastic guild, wasn't it?
Indubitably.
You bet. The Way of Tushui is a wonderful, wonderful guild, folks. So if you're more inclined towards that Eastern philosophy, this is definitely the guild for you. These guys are great. Again, they're very well run, and they're very well organized, and they have a lot of great guild events going on throughout the week, and something for everyone to enjoy. Well, Turwinkle, again, great questions tonight. And folks, if you liked this episode, click that like button. If you'd like to comment on this episode or any of the other episodes that we've done thus far, please do so below. And finally, if you'd like to subscribe, we'd love to have you. Just hit that subscription button, and all the new Turwinkle adventures will be sent to you as soon as they come up. Well, again, Turwinkle, excellent job tonight, sir. And Turwinkle, we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Turwinkle. Bye-bye.